for a 1777 with Life is Football 94. I'm here with Ray Zizou.
Yo, yo, yo. What up, everybody? It's ReyZizou, and this is episode 2, the podcast. First of all, I want to thank everybody that gave a like and heard through all the podcasts. I know it was long.
Brutal.
Yeah, but we got through it. So it
But
was
it
it was
was
good.
great.
Yeah, so I heard some people listen through it all, so very thankful for that.
I know I listened through it all, and there were some things I wanted to change, but once it's on wax, it's on wax. We just put it out there in the universe.
Yeah, I agree.
So we're back at it again. Hopefully, you guys don't feel it's too soon or feel it's too long. Um,
Right, right.
we want to bang a few of these, a couple a week at least. But let us know how you guys feel about it. What do you think, ReyZizou? Is that possible?
Yeah, I remember I told you at least once, but I may mean for two a week, and then it's gonna be I want to say mostly about the sports, what's happening around the world, but also with some other things too, like FIFA or just bringing new people in to basically see what they gotta say. People want to be heard, so future episodes, let us know whoever wants to get interviewed.
Right. So there's a lot of things to talk about. Very quickly, there's the Nations Cups that's going on right now. Um,
Yes,
there's a lot of transfer rumors that are going on, a lot of transfers that are already happening and
yeah,
happened.
yes.
We also have that Xbox revealed, I think yesterday, that was leaked and revealed today. Uh,
Yeah, I did. I seen it already, but I didn't know that there's did you know there's two?
there's the X one, and then there's the S.
Right.
Um, I don't see any difference in. I mean, obviously the visuals are different, and
Yes, one is 4K, one is not, and I think uh there was something else that was different about it.
no, they look completely different. But what I'm trying to say is the
Yeah.
newer model with the older Type S model with the 1 terabyte that I
Right.
have.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I'm not sure what the difference is. I did catch something about EA Game Pass gameplay. I think that's gonna actually have EA now.
Yeah.
So FIFA might be included in that bundle where you can play almost any game for like 29.99 a month, or that subscription that they're offering for $1 right now. That's
Right.
what I was able to see.
Yeah. Yeah. There's other websites you go freaking get it for cheaper, but I know what you're talking about.
And then we also have some leagues that are starting up soon, right?
Yes, I did. I barely seen that today actually. I was going through the calendar of the football world, and I did see that the leagues they're starting up
L-
again.
right? League One, I see, is the one that's starting up soon.
Tomorrow, I believe, PSG plays.
So Neymar and Mbappe COVID-19 positive.
They are Mbappe sat out one of the games, and it on his injury it said virus. So
When have you
yeah, I
ever
mean,
seen that before?
right?
Oh my goodness.
So I
Wow.
mean, it must have happened on the it must have happened on the semifinal, because you know how they celebrated. So
I
the
heard Di Maria was sticking fingers where he didn't need to. Argentinians.
yeah.
Talking about Argentinians, what do you think about Messi?
Um, I don't know. I think that guy. has done a lot for the team, and I feel like if he would have left, it would have been okay. But he's doing this more for the fans. I think the connection between him and the people at top at Barcelona is definitely bad, awful. So I think he's mostly doing this for the fans and obviously to. I heard somewhere what he said that he would never take Barcelona as a team to court. So yeah,
I honestly feel that he didn't have no way out. It's a 700 million release clause that no one is able to pay for it.
not at this time. No way.
No. And he has a clause in his contract where he gets to walk away for free, but that clause expired and they were trying to argue that because of COVID-19 it was extended. But La Liga came out and said, no, 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 you can't leave. The contract, the it expired, so you can't walk away for free. There's a 700 million clause,
Hmm.
and for La Liga it
Euros.
benefits them, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Not
it
to let them
does.
leave.
It keeps it keeps I guess the best in the world. Maybe soon to change, but yeah, it keeps them in La Liga still.
I honestly feel that he's leaving after this season. Um,
Yeah.
the rumors are that they're all meeting up at PSG with Pep Guardiola and Ronaldo.
Wow. Would that be fair?
That wouldn't be fair. Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar.
Who would you sit out?
Wow. Would it even be possible to make it work with all of them?
Um, yeah, it could be possible, but it would be maybe with three in the back, three center
Mm-hmm.
backs. Yeah. But when you have that attack, right, you're able to do that.
Unbelievable. What a team, right?
Yeah. That would be crazy.
We have to wait and see. Messi's distracted while Ronaldo is focused. Um,
Yes.
Ronaldo hit a big milestone in his Portugal career at age 35. Do you know what that milestone is and was?
I believe he's the top scorer right now in Europe with his national team. Um, I believe the one in front of him is um I can't remember his name, but it sounded like he was from like Asia, but he's like 18 goals away. But yeah, so he's a top scorer active right now, and I think it's just insane that he's getting older, but he keeps going. He keeps going, and that game proved it that Cristiano was not so much Penaldo.
No. Um, so for those of you that don't know, Ronaldo scored his 100th goal and his 101st goal in the game they had against Sweden
Sweden.
yesterday, right?
Yes.
And these were extraordinary goals. He had a free kick goal and he had an outside the box. What kind of a shot was that, bro?
That was yeah, the knuckleball with no space. And it's
Unbelievable.
crazy because Ronaldo's the type of player that pushes the ball to the side to get that smack like a knuckleball. But that one he did it in a space. It was so tight. It was crazy how he did it with no space. You know how hard it is to hit a ball that hard with no space, no swing back
It
at
looked
that
like a
age.
chip.
Yeah, Yeah,
Unbelievable goal.
but with so much power.
So much power. It was insane and unbelievable goal. I hope I keep seeing more goals from Ronaldo, even at this age. At 35 years old.
Yeah, I don't think that guy has ever shot a ball outside the box that has never swerved or dipped.
Yeah, he's one of the players that the goalkeeper, even if he touches it, he's gonna give a rebound. He's gonna give a
Yeah, they're scared to grab it.
yeah.
You
They
know,
are.
they don't want to. They want to get rid of it. You know.
I think that it's already embedded in them. I don't even know if I'm saying that word properly, but it's already in their DNA that when Ronaldo shoots, you don't try to capture that ball. You just try to knock it out, hit it.
You spit it.
Yeah, you can't. It goes with so much venom that you're gonna be a highlight. You're gonna turn into a highlight or a blooper.
More like a blooper. Yeah.
I think that's what they're afraid of.
No, I agree. I agree. He has so much attack. Like he creates fear in goalies. Eyes for sure. For
So,
sure.
so from someone that's been watching football for a very long time, I would say since 1991 or even before that, I can't remember a player that has scored that much for his nation. Can you?
No, no, I can't remember.
Who do you see achieving that? Do you see Mbappe maybe? How many goals does Mbappe have for France now?
Yeah. So I believe Mbappe could because he started off so young already. Scoring goals. Ronaldo wasn't so quick to the trigger when he was younger. It took him a while, but when he got the flow, he definitely started scoring more and more goals as years went by. So I believe Mbappe definitely has a potential. That guy has no roof right now. No roof.
No roof. Although I do fear pacey players that they have a short career and they're prone to injuries. And we've talked about that before, and I hope that's not the case
Yeah.
with Mbappe.
I feel like yeah it is, and it's more when you have like more of a natural physique. I feel like when you get hurt like that, it takes time for you to recover because you don't put that effort to create that physique like Ronaldo has.
Unbelievable. So I feel that Ronaldo is focused and Messi is distracted.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're starting a new season soon, so he talked. There was an interview. There was a lot of memes too. Crazy
Hmm,
memes. People have too much time,
right?
but he did have an interview about what happened. I actually didn't see it or hear it, but I did run into it. I heard it for a bit, but didn't really finish it. But yeah, I feel like for Messi, do you see him retiring from Europe and going back to Argentina, or is it too soon?
Supposedly he wants to do that, but now if he signs for Man City, which I don't think that's going to happen because Pep is going to go to PSG according to what I've been reading. But if he does sign
No champions for
it,
Man City.
no, they appealed it, right? I heard
Did
it
they?
was overturned. Yeah, it was
Oh,
overturned.
huh.
Hmm.
I gotta read
So
that.
so Man City also owns, I think, the New York. What are they? Comets?
Is that baseball?
No, no, the MLS team for New York.
Uh, there's New York City and New York Red Bulls. So I don't know.
So it's one of them that Man City owns,
Probably in New York City because they share the same colors and they're
more than
basically
likely, right? And it makes
yeah,
sense. New York
yeah.
City, Man City. Uh, so it's in the contract already that he would play his last 3 years, I believe, in MLS.
Oh,
So
I see
it's a
where you're
pretty
going.
lengthy contract. I think it's for like another 7 years or something like that.
Wow.
But his last 3 years would be in MLS, no matter what. Obviously, they could amend it, but that's
Yeah.
um, that's what I read. They don't like him in Argentina.
No, they call them what is it? Pecho frío.
Petro Frio. Yeah, they don't like him in Argentina. He's never gonna be a Maradona. Maradona was loved and is loved in Argentina.
Yeah, regardless what he did outside the field.
And Messi doesn't compare to Ronaldo what he's done for his nation and what Messi's done for Argentina. There's no comparison.
Right, and it's crazy. Ronaldo won a title with Portugal, and he didn't even play the final. That's well, he did, but he got injured.
The guy that actually got a red card, two yellows for Sweden, actually said that Portugal plays better without Ronaldo because they spanked somebody 4-1, I think.
Yeah, they I believe it was Croatia.
Wow.
Very young Croatia, with no Modric, no Rakitic. Very attacking, dominant possession, over 25 shots with your left back and right back basically in the defender's throats. It was brutal. It was brutal, man.
And they
With
still lost?
who?
Croatia? Or who was
No,
attacking?
no, Portugal.
Portugal?
Portugal.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. They were on it, bro. But it's a Ronaldo that I mean, it's a Portugal that doesn't depend on Ronaldo so much because they have players that are developing like uh
Guedes, Joao
yeah,
Felix.
exactly, Jota,
Hmm.
Bernardo Silva,
Yeah.
so
He
they're
was subbed actually by Guedes. I think he
yeah.
was subbed out. He got hurt, right?
Yeah, he did. And right now the the star at Man U, Bruno Fernandes, he's been killing it. So I feel like Portugal is gonna be okay. They have so many players that are coming up, and I feel like after Ronaldo leaves, they should be fine. It's like what happened with Sweden, where like there was a big surprise on their World Cup, where like um Zlatan was thinking about playing or not, and then when he actually retired, Sweden had very low hopes of qualifying to the World Cup, and then he retired, and then Sweden started winning, and then they started playing better. They actually got repechaje, and then they actually qualified for the World Cup, and then they even I guess they tried to get Zlatan back, but it just he just said it wasn't gonna happen, and they ended up qualifying to the next round in the World Cup. And then they beat, I think, Switzerland, and they went out to the top eight. So imagine Sweden top eight with no Slatan. You know,
Unbelievable.
that's
And
crazy.
he recently criticized the coach for not putting in a player for not starting him, and
For
even the players like
Sweden or where?
for Sweden,
Oh,
even the players like I thought I was gonna start.
well, that's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
So there's beef there, and
I,
Slata's a controversial guy.
oh yeah, he loves it, bro. But I mean, he's done a lot. He's done a lot for his country and his
Hmm.
career. You think he's the top Swedish player ever? Uh,
Sweden has had very good players. A lot of people don't forget. I think Martin Darling, Anderson. The but yes, Zlatan has to be up there for
There's
sure.
there's one that you're familiar with it, but I don't think you just not through your head right now. Larson.
Larson, the light skinned dude.
Yes.
I actually packed him as an icon,
There you go. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 For sure.
and he
He's
played on the '94 USA World Cup.
Yeah. He did. Yeah. He did.
Larson.
Barcelona.
hmm
Yeah.
So
So yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
so for those of you who don't know why they're playing these games right now, it's for the Nations Cup. Uh, the Nations Cup, it's a weird format. They have groups. Well, they have leagues. They're called leagues, and they all have an alphabetical letter. And the best one is League A as an alpha, where they have, I think, four groups, and that's where Portugal sits. Who's in Portugal's group?
Let me see. Not too sure, but I know that the top groups
So,
um
so, so,
basically uh-huh.
so the way it's set up is the top the top team in those groups from League A, they move on to the semifinals, and then there's a third place, and then there's a championship, and the rest of them that don't make it, they actually get relegated into League B, and
Right.
then it's just it's crazy how it's set up, and it's for Qatar. It's to
It's for
qualify
Qatar.
for Qatar.
Right. So they kind of did this too to get rid of friendlies. So then this is the goal that they did this tournament where it just kind of goes on and on and on and doesn't really stop, and they did it to get rid of friendlies, and they try to rank up the teams like in the same kind of the same ranking.
Right.
So yeah.
I think it's 55 teams.
Yeah, it's a lot of teams, right? Yeah, it's a lot of teams. A
So
lot
that
of little countries or even
mhm.
islands. Yeah.
So they're gonna have a playoff, the little islands, and but so 10 teams qualify
Right.
directly out of the whole tournament. 10 teams are gonna qualify. That's brutal. Do you see Wales qualifying?
Yeah, Wales, I don't know, man. Wales the whole Bell thing is he does play better in Wales, so I'll tell you that. It's like he's a different person. But
So
yeah.
he actually returned to Madrid, and he returned with a knee injury. So Zidane was so upset because they're willing to send him out to get rid of him, and they're even willing because he has a high wage. Like he makes a lot of money a week. I forgot how much he makes, where teams can't afford it. So Madrid is willing to pay half of it just to get rid of him,
Wow.
and he's willing. Yeah, I think they want to sell him for 29 euros or something like that. They even dropped the price on him.
Wow. 29. Wow.
29 euros. And Man U is looking into him, and he's willing to take a pay cut also just to leave Madrid because it's an awful situation.
Right. Yeah, it is. It is. It is an awful situation with that guy. Which in finals he did perform for the team.
He's a winner. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah.
If you look at his stats, even though this guy's a winner, not like James Rodriguez that said he's a winner. Man, that guy's a loser. He's in Everton now.
Yeah, transfer to Everton. Correct.
So, and another thing, Pulisic, they gave him the number 10 at Chelsea.
Yeah, I did see that.
He got the number
I,
10.
I did see that. A Chelsea that has
Thiago Silva
really
now?
Thiago Silva, yeah, and they have the Ajax player. I believe his name is Zich. He was definitely the best player in attacking mode for that crazy little run that Ajax had. I believe it was the last Champions League, not
Oh
this
yeah.
one that passed, but the one before, where they had that heartbreak with Tottenham. It was like literally last minute goal.
Mm.
Crazy.
So going back to Bell, from what I can recall and remember, I when and where did it all go bad with him and Zidane? Like for me, I can't pinpoint a situation that happened in the pitch or something that I read. What do you think happened there?
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat as you. Um, I don't know, man. I think I know for sure one thing, and you agree with me. He denies or he fails to attempt or even try to learn Spanish.
Right.
So he has no communication. So
None.
from that, that's awful. Where like it's a very like limited talk. Like you can't really say much to the guy because there's no point. Can't understand you. So, but I know that he knows English and a lot of English is a universal language. So I'm
Right.
sure that's how they communicate with him. They have to. I mean, that's what it is. There's actually I gotta show you. I don't know if you've seen it. There's a hilarious commentary back and forth with Valdez Macherano, and you remember that guy Afelai from
Yeah.
Netherlands?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta show you that, bro. That's freaking hilarious. Yeah,
Send it.
he's trying to explain to Valdez is trying to explain to Macherano, and Macherano is trying to translate to Afelai in English.
Oh
Oh
my
my god,
goodness.
shit's hilarious, bro.
I've been.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's a very antisocial guy. He made no effort to learn Spanish. Come on, you've been in Madrid for how long already?
Yeah.
Um, Instead of socializing, he prefers to pack up and go play golf.
Yeah, or get away.
Um,
Yeah,
and he's a cold person, and that's your typical European uh person, I believe. It's not
yeah,
like you're Brazilian that wants to party, have fun. They overdo it, but that's what I think about that.
yeah. I mean, he's done a lot though, and when he was in Tottenham, he played so well. So
What is he's what 30 now, 30 something?
yeah, I think he is in his 30s.
So he only has a few years left of his prime. Either he sits down and earns a big paycheck, or you take a pay cut and go play your last prime years of your football career.
Yeah, I
What would
agree.
you do in that case?
I would play. I
You
would
love the
play.
sport, yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you play for if
Who would
Madrid didn't want you anymore?
a very underdog right now that's coming up, and I feel like times are gonna change for them in the league and in champions is Inter. Inter Milan. So I that's where I would go.
They got Perisic back
Oh,
from
did they?
Bayern Munich. Hmm.
Wow. With a very more Perisic, more Maduro, I
Oh yeah.
believe. Yeah.
Even Coutinho, I looked at his training video today, and this guy has so much confidence in his game now.
Yeah. Bayern gives you that 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 control that they can't touch you, and Thiago is the master around that. Thiago Alcantara. So
Mhm.
I feel like they practice a lot on being able to receive the ball, quickly control it, and get it forward. That's the goal, of that midfield.
I would be very disappointed if I see Thiago Alcantara going to Liverpool.
Why? Not fair.
I just don't like Liverpool, to be honest with you. I don't know why. They haven't done nothing to me, but it's a team I just don't like for some reason.
Yeah, I feel like I believe it's very hyped up, but they're okay. To be honest, we're kind of in the same boat with that. Where like when they win, it kind of bugs me. I don't know why. Like you said, it
There's just
just
something,
does.
right?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like Van Dyke's really not that all that good.
No.
What helps him is that he's very quick and he's good aerial. He gets rid of it. So
He's an older guy too, right? How old is he?
no, he's not so old.
Really?
I don't think so. Let me get that to you.
Yeah, get back to me on that one.
So
Virgil van Dijk say.
so he's 29,
Yeah,
which okay.
getting
Yeah,
there, turning the page.
yeah,
So there's a saying, right? That you're a veteran in football, but you're a, a kid in life.
yeah.
Unbelievable,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. See, you got most active players in the field, not counting the goalie, retire around what you would say an average. What would be your average?
I would say 33, 34 at the most.
Okay, I would probably say 32
Hmm.
because I feel like players that are greats, they play longer. Obviously other players they tend to retire earlier because no play time and stuff like that. So yeah, I think 31.
Did Ronaldinho retire too soon? Or was he a joke at the end?
No, he was never a joke because he had this thing where like the ball was stuck to his foot where if he would turn left, the ball would be right there. If he would turn right, the ball would be there right there. And then he really didn't need to move around, which he lacked in actually going to practice and doing putting in the work to do. So I saw him a lot at Querétaro towards his end, not so much at the Brazilian team. You remember the Brazilian team he was in?
Atletico Minero was
There
one.
you go. Nice. Yeah. And then I think Fluminense was the
Yeah,
other.
he went somewhere else too. And he
Yeah.
abandoned them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that guy had a very it's like Kobe told Shaq, bro, if you would go to the gym and actually try to do everything, you would be so much of a better player. But Shaq didn't need to do that because he had the physique and he could attack the basket at will. So Ronaldinho didn't need to go to practice because he had the touch regardless. You know?
Maradona was another example of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Not very few, but people know his life out of the field and
Right.
a little crazy.
But for me, I have total respect for the discipline that Messi and Ronaldo have.
Yeah.
This guy at 3 a.m., he's synced in ice. Ronaldo, preparing for a match.
Yeah.
He sleeps 2 hours at a time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Didn't
so
know that.
he'll do 4 hours awake, 2 hours of sleep, and that's how he'll keep it going.
Wow.
Yeah, unbelievable, right?
With a diet, I believe.
Oh yeah, he has a crazy diet. I'm not sure if he's vegan. I know Messi gave up a lot of meat, chorizos, and a lot of carne roja, red meat.
Yeah.
Um, if people don't remember, Messi used to throw up before matches.
Yeah. He threw up a few times during.
Yeah. Even Maradona said, "How can you look up to this little guy and expect a leader if he pukes on himself before the game?" Maradona's a savage.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's wild. So you you do bet. Have you been betting the Nations Cup?
No, I haven't had time to do it, but I've been wanting to do it, but I haven't really. I bet sometimes on DraftKings, but as of the goals and all that and the scores, the odds, I haven't really bet on that. Some odds are crazy, really crazy.
Where would you go to bet the odds and the goal difference? I don't think you could do it in DraftKings, right?
I know DraftKings is more lineup. To do that, you the best option I would probably say is Bet Online,
Right.
betonline.ag. Yeah, I think that would be the
Mm.
best option, and they're good
Or if
with
you're in
crypto.
Vegas, right?
Or Vegas. You can't go wrong with Vegas.
They actually want to make it legal here in the States. They're losing a lot of revenue on it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Imagine
But
putting slots here.
I'm not so sure on the slots, but they want to
Yeah.
do sports gambling for sure, kind of like the lottery.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, where you turn it in like at like the for example the liquors and all that, huh?
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And it
Like a
kind of does make
sheet.
sense.
Yeah.
Good revenue.
Yeah.
All,
Oh
all,
yeah. People would have so much access to it, bro. Yeah.
mhm. All right. So FIFA 21 is around the corner. I know that you're gonna be glued to the screen. Uh, so the calm before the storm. How do you feel right now that you have this little time to kind of take a break, kind of contemplate things? I'm sounding like Joe Sleepy Biden.
Right. No, I feel okay. I've been resting from the FIFA. It's brutal the stress that it creates because I am a competitive person. That's what I give every
Have
time
you
100%.
have you played FIFA 20 recently?
No, I haven't really touched it. We did get a hold of the beta. So that was fun being able to play with they pamper you. They didn't do that before. They give you a lot of high rated players and they kind of give you a taste of the how the flow of the game. It is a little slower, more tactical. Um
More
just
dribbling, right?
much, yeah, much more dribbling. I feel like defenders get more into an animation when they get juked. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing when you're defending, but I
Right.
did see that very vulnerable.
Over exaggerated animations.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes they are like it looks sick though when you juke a player and you make him touch the ground with his hands. That looks sick, but I think it's
Mm.
a little too much.
Was Bavard in the game?
No, no war.
What about five
Uh,
subs? Now they're gonna be allowing five subs. Did you hear that?
right. Yeah, in some places they do that exactly.
That's not
Um,
good for gambling, though.
no, it's not. So, so I know that they were doing that because of the whole COVID-19 happened, and there was basically like 3 months of no football. So I think they kind of did the five sub thing because teams were playing back to back to back games. They were playing
Right.
3 games in 8 days, basically.
To kind of make up for all that lost time, right?
Yeah, so they gave them extra subs to do that. So I don't know if that's gonna be a permanent thing, but
FIFA hasn't adapted that yet.
no, they haven't. I feel
Not
I
even
feel
the empty stadiums.
right. Yeah, exactly. I feel like this is what I feel. I feel like you're able to have 4 subs
An extra time go with a fifth one.
and go with a fifth one exactly.
Mm.
And I don't know if it's too much, but I feel like if your goalie gets injured, it shouldn't count as a sub, or
I
it
agree
should be
with you.
counted as an extra sub.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because you rarely see a goalie get injured. You
True.
know.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah.
Um, so you're not okay with the five subs moving forward?
Am I okay? No, if it goes back to where you it's only like 1 game a week, then they should be back to 3. But that extra sub on the extra time, yes.
Right. Three does feel a little too low though. Now that you think about it, because there's a lot
Yeah,
of great players that stay on the bench because of that three.
that's true. That's true. But you know what? I feel like football is very vintage.
Hmm.
Where like you there's really like you get used to that um
Right. Set a
how
way
could
to
you
play.
set a
Like
way to play and like kind of that
it's a classic, right? It's just a
yeah
classic game.
like in a way it's like unfairness, but this that's just how it is. Like how other people in other sports say, like, why does a referee have to determine how many minutes more do they play? You know, where other sports are ran through like 3, 2, 1, 0, and that's it. You know what I mean? So you
So
just
wait,
get
wait a
used to
minute. MLS tried that, and that shit felt like hockey. It was awful. When
it.
MLS first started, they had a
Yeah.
buzzer, so you had people trying to score a ball from like
From
more than
Anfield.
half field,
Yeah.
and it'll be interesting to see if someone ever did score it, like last
Right?
second goal. Do you
Yeah.
remember MLS like that?
Yes, I do. I do remember it like that, but I don't remember somebody score. I remember the shoutouts, the
The shootouts,
shootouts.
shootouts,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that was crazy.
yeah.
I remember I would be like chip it, and then when somebody chipped it, everybody would go crazy.
Oh man, that's vintage. How would you feel if they had in and outs
um,
and unlimited subbing?
yeah, so that goes back to other sports, huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that'll be crazy, right?
so just imagine how this sport has so much running, so much physical out of you that they don't do that. They don't go in and out. When other sports, maybe they're um more downtime, they're able to do that. You know what I mean? So that just enhances what I'm telling you, the vintage of it, the unfairness, the freaking like
Hmm.
heart of a sport that it is. And then before, back in the 80s and 90s, football here was considered a foreign sport, or even, sorry for the language, a gay sport, especially
Um,
with the little shorts.
well,
Yeah.
the statistics show on Pornhub, they show that during the World Cup, the gay searches actually increase. So there was a thing about soccer players that turned on a lot of gays and even straight men to look for gay porn. That's crazy, right?
How did you get that info?
It was strategy. Yeah, right.
That's
Um,
crazy.
Shout out to Jeppy for sending me the article.
It's a yippee.
Yeah. So that was one of the statistics. But
Oh,
no, these guys are animals. They're conditioned like horses.
oh yeah, bro. So it's. I think there was. Let me see if I could pull it up right now while we're touching the subject.
I hope
But
not the gay porn.
no,
The
no,
gay soccer
no,
porn.
no.
But everywhere in the world, football is considered the number one sport. Only in America.
Yeah, yeah, it is. So,
And you know what? It has to do with the fact that we don't have a Michael Jordan of football. We don't have a Kobe Bryant of football.
yeah, we don't.
And the way that it's structured, where if you have money, you get to play football. If you don't have money, you don't play football. And in other countries like Brazil, they go to the poorest areas because that's where they'll find the Neymars. They'll find the Ronaldinho, the Adrianos, the
Right.
Ronaldos.
Yeah. They're everywhere, bro. But you need the bank.
You do. And that's the problem with American football, with American soccer, that you need money to play. And in other parts of the world, they'll scout you.
Yeah, there was actually a documentary on a center back from the U.S. that he didn't have that background where he could go to school and all this. So what he did is he traveled to Europe and he tried out there, and he actually made it to a team, and he played for the U.S. national team for a bit. Not really he was a center back. I forgot his name, but I
Not
remember.
Brooks, right?
No, not Brooks. That guy is good too, but that guy's he's half German, I believe. But no, this guy is I forgot his name, but he went through that. So you're right, where like here you have to go to school, to college, and then you get, drafted like that. But now times are changing, there's I believe the last player that did that, I believe, was Morris. He went straight from high school to the Seattle Sounders,
Mm.
and he actually plays for the national team.
There was a U.S. player that actually got picked up by Juventus, and he's gonna play with Ronaldo.
Really?
Yes, that's recent.
At Juventus, huh?
Yeah, for
From
U.S.
where? From the
He's
U.S.
American U.S. player. He's gonna play with
Oh,
Ronaldo.
that's right. He plays in he played in Bundesliga. McKenny.
McKenny, right?
McKenny, yeah. So he's already a kind of a made center mid where he does have that Bundesliga action clash where he there's good competition there in Bundesliga. So I would love to see how he does it there where he's more of a he's not a CDM or a cam, he's more of a center mid.
Center mids are all around players.
Right.
CDMs are more defensive players, and cams are more offensive players.
Right.
For those that are listening in, um, Santi Carzola is a good example. David Silva is a good example of CM, I would think.
Yeah. So I got the number for Modric. So Modric ran 39 miles in the World Cup. 39 miles in the World Cup.
Wow.
So so that means the distance that he covered. Not actually running 39 miles, but the
Not Forrest
distance.
Gump in it, right?
No. No, meaning the distance he traveled
He
throughout,
would cover with 39 miles.
yeah.
What is it?
No, no, that's how many
Oh,
miles
okay.
he covered, 39 miles. And so if you do the math, that's like so you play 3 games off the back, right? And then
Right.
you play octavos, which is 4. Then you play quarters, which that's your 5th game. Then you play semis, which is your 7th. And then you play no 6, sorry. And then you play the final, which is your 7th. So in 7 games, he recovered 39 miles. That's insane.
About 5.5 miles a game.
Exactly.
That's brutal. I can't even run a quarter mile right now. I
So
wonder if
imagine
they were
that.
counting the time he walked.
I think so. I think
Right.
yeah, it's covered. Yeah, so it's but you got come on. How many seconds were you walking through that freaking time?
Right.
You know.
How were they tracking it?
Ah, that's a good question.
And there should be a lot of smart like smart gear that allows you to track all that, like your cleats, your jersey, even just a sticker on your jersey should be able to track, and it should be able to monitor heart rates. So we
Yeah.
need to involve like smart sports integration into uniforms and like wearables.
Right.
Because if
Well,
I'm an assistant coach or something, a fitness coach, and I'm looking at a screen and I'm looking at all my players there with their vitals,
yeah.
then I'll kind of know who needs to be subbed in and who doesn't by having
Right.
that information in front of me.
Yeah. I think they have nothing like that, but I think they do have a system for that. Not don't know really what it is, but I'm pretty sure technology does
But
something for that.
but it's crazy because when you and me are watching a game and we're analyzing the game, we already know who's gonna get subbed out because by the way their reaction,
Yeah.
the way they're walking, their mouth when they have it wide open, catching breath, and it normally happens because we bet a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, exactly. We do catch those plays that you're like, wait, what happened there? That's a normal, normal play. Why didn't he do that? Oh, maybe he's hurt. Maybe he's not in the right place, so they get subbed out. Yeah, you're right.
Right. And our betting is gonna kill us with those 5 subs. I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, so you kind of like bet. So you kind of bet the clean sheet with the goalie and the defenders. Remember, I was telling you about that.
Right.
So that when you're afraid of like, oh, somebody is gonna get subbed out, just kind of use a defender or even a goalie. But yeah, so some games that I think were key that I saw were the Denmark Belgium, a Denmark team that has, I don't know, has really gone from more to less. They have Ericsson, they have Poulsen.
He's nice, Posen.
Yeah, he's nice. He, I believe, plays for Lipser, which Timo Werner left them. A lot of
Right.
people are mad. A lot of Germans are mad.
Chelsea bound, huh?
Yeah, no, he's there already
With Havertz.
with Havertz, another German,
Is
another
he is he the next De Bruyne?
who?
Havertz?
Well, he's actually German.
Right, but is he the next De Bruyne? You think?
Um,
Who do you compare his game with?
yeah, even a little bit better than Ozil.
Mm,
But yeah, I would say very similar to De Bruyne. But De Bruyne he's an animal.
he is.
He's unguardable too. He's
He has a
unguardable.
shot from outside the box.
Oh
He
yeah.
he has vision, passes,
Have you
dribbling.
seen this guy's crosses with that crazy dip that gets into the player's foot? It's
Mhm.
insane. It's insane. So yeah, it
Five
was
one, was it?
no, that one was 2-0.
Belgium 2-0.
Belgium, a lot of possession. Denmark was maybe a couple shots, mid range that kind of scared the goalie. Mignolet, no Courtois. Mignolet was a couple mistakes that could have cost them the game, actually.
He's
But
kind of clumsy, huh, Courtois?
he is, yeah, he is a little clumsy, yeah. But
But he played so well in that last stretch for Madrid.
yeah, he did. You're absolutely right. That stretch that Madrid had, it was very thankful for him and even Sergio Ramos. The
They were
guy keeps
so
scoring.
clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you seen the meme with Sergio Ramos, Madrid, and then without him?
No.
Oh man, it's
That guy's like
funny.
goleador.
It's like, yeah, man, he's a beast, Ramos. But we're approaching the 56 minute. I know we're trying to keep it a little bit under an hour. Um, so for our next podcast, we are working on some gear. We don't want to walk out of the house without supporting our own brand. So we're working on shirts for us. Um,
Yes.
I know I'm getting at least 10 to 15 shirts. So I could always have a shirt to wear. And we're getting different colors, dope ass coordinations. An example, white and gold. That's a freaking dope ass color.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
And yeah, yeah. So we got that coming up. Don't forget to put comments in our videos. Show us love, and then it shows us who's watching us. Shout out to Junior Cervantes. That guy is always on it, and we gotta respond, response to those comments on our
Okay.
ReyZizou. We have to respond to the comments left on our last podcast.
Even if they're critics.
Hey, it don't matter. Some guy was spamming us. I tried reporting him, and he kept showing up, so I just kept reporting him. He was trying
Right.
to sell us something.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Freaking knucklehead.
No, but yeah, no, I agree. Um there's a lot of stuff coming. Um our jersey, it's gonna take a bit, but we're definitely doing things to get it to you guys soon.
So shout out to everyone out there. Thank you for the support, for the love. Please don't forget to hit the like, share it, and write a comment like that. We know you guys stopped by and showed us love. Just don't
Yo,
forget.
and also, if you guys want us to talk about something, let us know. Let us know. Maybe a team, maybe a player, anything.
Definitely. All right. So M481777 out.
ReyZizou out.